Transcendence. God, people keep saying that. I keep saying it. I caught myself saying it again. One. So when we say create a light body to transcend the physical incarnation, these are Gnostic buzzwords, phrases. This is the fucking goal, man. It's wow, it's now, it's fucking happening. It's always happening. And it's gonna keep happening. That's the fucking deal. That has always been the fucking deal. So, before we get too far in me talking about spirit or transcending or flesh or fucking any of that bullshit.
Central PA's finest luxury experience is a
goddamn right it is. You got to understand it's like when they say when you get God's love you don't need it anymore. Like when you get to the point where you could transcend reality with your light body, you would understand that Spirit has worked so hard to get this to do right. That there's no fucking where to go, dude. Where are you going? Where are you trying to get to? Up. Out. The people. The virus took on many shapes. The bear, the elk, the antelope, the elephant, the deer, the mineral, the iron, the copper, the colt, and the rubber, the coffee, the cotton, the sugar. The people. The germ travels faster than the bullet. They harvest the mountainside, protect the crops, herd the cattle. The people. The women and children are separated from the men. They're divided us according to the regional filters of their minds. The violence of arrogance crawls into the air, nestles into the geospatial cortex. We are not a conquered people. Beats by region. I was awakened by my older brother. The compound was on fire. Awakened by my older brother. I was awakened by my older brother. The compound was on fire. The compound was on fire. Was doing bupes, confusion. I'm here to stay. Was living in a room in a town, familiar. House was Mom's, but town was different. Smitty came over and was telling me Snake had bags. Went upstairs to take a dump. There was a meter or something. I was full of shit and had to shit enough to go out. Enough? I had to shit enough out to go. What? There was a meter keeping track? There was someone else at my house before Smitty stopped by and they fell asleep. Time was 11:50 p.m. with a bright night sky. I had dreamed a dream, but now that dream is gone from me. remember. Oh shit! Let's look at that. Had a dream. Oh, never mind. I had a dream with needles and drugs at a fair of sorts. Ben was there with several others. Had black tar or something, melting in a bag. It's all fading. Ferris wheel town. FL. Oh, in Florida. Ferris wheel in Florida. Fell asleep after family reunion. Had a dream where I was in the building with school reunion, it seemed. I remember sneaking to the bathroom. It was all flimsy and weird. Plastic lid of some kind to sit on. Also the walls and back booth and the back. It was a crap booth. The best describes it. The whole booth got knocked over and fell onto the wall with trophies. Freaked out, but I still had to poop, so I did. Yeah, get it out. This is why I can't read it. I wrote it in red, then I tried to overwrite it in black because I can't read red in the dark, and I'm usually in the dark. So I don't know why I wrote it. I wrote it in red because it was in the morning, and the light in the morning, I can see it. But I don't know why the fuck I had a red pen when I wrote this. Anyway. Last night I was, this is in 09 still, August. Last night I was beating Eric Lindsay at Walmart for giving B too much of something. MCS was also in it. She kept making me mad. Both were more than likely my anima using emotions new and old to manipulate me. Arguing is all I can recall. Last night I was dreaming about playing music in a fucking commercial. It is just always dreaming about that. Last night I was dreaming about playing music, but Charlie kept looking up from next door. Charlie's my old neighbor when I was a kid. He was closer, and I had no window. Can't really recall much else. Woke up horny. Charlie was my neighbor outside of my bedroom window when I was a teenager, so all my music got pounded into Charlie's house. I also used to go to church with him so I could play on the basketball team his son had. And Charlie was getting ready for a party with a lot of people at this huge place, possibly the building. There's different things in my dreams. There's the building, city, town, river, there's a mountain, a cave. And they're usually always this, like I know when I'm there, it's the same place. It can look different, but I recognize that where I am in the dream. So sometimes I'll just say like the thing. Rock was in it. Rock is a guy I went to at school, not the Rock. No, he was the Rock, but not the one you know. He was the Rock from Mifflin County. I remember tripping one time and everybody circling him. Not actually hitting him, but he was like the center, because he claimed he was the best fighter in a group of fucking psycho killers. So one trip it was like, he was like, come on! Come on! And so it was just like, there's a couple of twins that just always at his throat, Anthony and Andrew. So it kind of started with them. But I just remember seeing everybody, like I was in it, but it was like more of the movement than anything. And I could just scare him a little bit. But that's the fucker. I don't know if I ever told the story. There was he left shit at my house, and somebody took an eighth out of it. Bricked it. She took an eighth out of it. And I was like, I'm not. But it was under my bed, so I should have been like, no. But I didn't find it. I don't even know how it got found. Or what we were doing. I don't know why he put it under my mattress. He put it under my mattress, so it's kind of follow the determinism back to the source. God wanted us to have that, man. So that we could leave And he would go back to my house and realize that there's some missing. Call everybody. So there's 3 guys. Me, Tommy, Mason, Jared, and Britt, the girl. And there's a house, a road, another set of houses, and behind that there was a house next to a river next to Standard Steel, which is this building in our town. The reason why this town is a town, Standard Steel. It's a war factory. But that house burned down. It's not there anymore. But so, like, I remember being up at this house. We were actually driving around when he called. And he was like, "Get the fuck! I want my shit!" And he was, the killer of killers. So they eventually went back to Tommy's house, which is right by where everybody's at. And there's this river creek that beside Standard Steel, or between the house and Standard Steel. So I walk. I'm like, fuck it, give me the 8th. I'll walk down and give it to him. But it's like everybody else is down there too. Like all the rest of our friends. Like probably like 8 people were down there because they knew how mad Derek was and they wanted to see The Rock stomp somebody. Because this creek has a bridge on it, and the bridge is a train track bridge. And people would fight on the train track bridge because, if you're going to fight somebody, you might as well do it where somebody can fall off and die. And nobody is an accident. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking back then, but people would fight on this bridge. And when I got down to the house, everybody's standing out on the bridge. And The Rock is in the fucking middle of the bridge. Just fucking his head down. And he walks up to me all slow, just shaking his head. And he does this kick cross piece where he clotheslines me and kick sweeps me at the same time. And I swear to God, my body does like this fucking spin thing. And I don't even know how it did it. But my one side got turned to the other, and my head was facing the other direction. Inside, outside, upside down. It was like, wah. And he sat his knee on me. So I had this 250 fucking pound dude on my hips. I'm on this fucking railroad track bridge in Yagertown. And I'm like, fucker, I have your goddamn shit in my pocket. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. And he's like, oh! I had to make an example of you, Trav, so these motherfuckers don't steal shit from me. And I was like, I wasn't the one. I'm the guy bringing it back. I'm the only one brave enough of all these fucking cowards you call friends to come down here. And I get fucking the example made of. So, listen to people. Don't take it. And if you do, get ready for the fucking sweep. They strike hard and low. Fuckers. I wasn't mad at it though. I would have did the same thing if I was him. I did the same thing as him. What happened and couldn't have happened any other way. Tried to help The Rock carry a keg. There was someone who was stalking a friend of mine, but no one believed us. All the girls were too busy getting ready, and the guys could be in on it. So we got ready just the same, informing everyone that it may get crazy. I woke up to Mom yelling my name. James... Oh no, it's Mercer. Automated piece of shit. Oh, as soon as I get to it. Fucking lucky. Dreams remain in the same place as before. Can't recall much else. Anima very present in all my dreams lately. Guess what? This will never end, 'cause I want more. Give me more. This will never end, 'cause I want more. Oh, give me more, give me more. If I had a heart, I could love you. If I had a voice, I would say. After the night when I wake up, every good thing starts here. You can't see what you see. God damn. If I had a voice, I would say. Jeez, cat. Will they ever reach the floor? Oh, give me more, give me more. I should be all I felt underneath the surface to come. More, give me more, give me more. If I had a voice, yes. Come here. Yeah, no. Thanks. That's great.
Behold a new Christ.
Behold the same old horde. Gather at the altar. New beginning, new word. And the word was death.
And the word was without life.
A new beatitude of good luck. Oh, yo.
Blessed are the poor
Maybe been down to be their whore.
Blessed are the rich.
Maybe labor delivering more.
Blessed are the envious.
Bless the slothful, the wrathful, the vain.
Blessed are the gluttonous.
Maybe good feats to feminine.
What of the pious, the pure of heart, the peaceful?
What of the meek, the mourning, and the merciful? Behold the new Christ. Behold the same old whore.
Gather at the other rain.
There's the tree.
New beginning, new word.
Lost knowledge.
And the word was death. And the word was without life.
Reborn.
New
Even better. Bigger. Same pattern now.
What of the meek, the mourning, and the merciful? What of the righteous? What of the charitable? What of the truthful, the dutiful, the decent?
Doomed are the meek. Doomed are the merciful. For the word is now death. And the word is now without life. The fucking new beatitude of whoa. Fuck that. Right? That's what we say. Fuck them noobs, man. They just don't get it. Get it? Yeah. Yeah. Pussifer. About instead of being doomed, we're just different. Christopher, Richard, Purcell, Donald Leister, Malachi, Reginald the King Freed, Damien, my stepbrother, the devil Leister's son. Ben, Carrie, his cousin, not his sister, my sister, Jen, Reggie again, Middlesworth. Not actually there, but Britt was there, so. Kendra, Mummy Bear, Christopher. I'm holding the camera. Nick the Prick. That's Travis again. And Middlesworth again. Looks like the same, maybe the same time. Oh, there's Buddha Baby. There's a picture of half and half, but it's way late in the game, man. I think I was in Florida, which means I've already had that for like 2 years. It starts to like, the more you shave the center, it drifts over. Can you even see what I'm pointing at? It drifts over. Whatever. This is the only book from before 2002. Everything else was burned in like 02 or 03 or something. But this book I had, I used to have a cover. That's why I had to make all this. Well, I didn't have to. I cut the cover off to do something else with it. Time has fooled me into thinking it's a part of me. Possibilities are experienced. The duration is spent experiencing. The things in themselves are experiencing the duration. This is what is happening, or experience. Reality is what this totals, or reality is the total sum of all experiences. The duration is a product of expression. For a thing in itself to experience an expression, it must happen. We each express continually, so therefore we also are continually experiencing. We, things in themselves, are what's happening. The possibility of expressions, or the ability to determine what or what not to do, gives rise to change within the duration. When things happen within duration, change occurs. This is in itself duration. Moving through change. It would be foolish to think something can happen outside of duration. Something can happen. Time-space equals consciousness, duration, or duration/possibilities. Conscious duration is the state of being required in order to ascend. This means one is not a part of possible durations. It means one is duration's possibilities. I've been able to track my path. I've been wandering in waste for eons. I've lost my sense of self and any real sense of time. I have lost myself. I'm just hiding under these eyes, afraid of what might happen, knowing damn well. The truth isn't hard to understand. The truth is hard to accept. The way you feel is proof enough. When the tears come, the world blurs. Light reflects off the surface of my eyes. It beads and breaks apart. Clouded rainbows shine over everything before me, and everything reverts back to its geometrical beginnings, while maintaining movements that bear no resemblance to any idea of order. Over, under, back and forth, inside, outside, upside down. Do you understand what has been said thus far? I can't say I do, for you. So, this will just be an open conversation. I will try to get to the point soon, but since I'm not alone in here anymore, I'll have to rework the formula. Yeah, I becomes way pretty soon here. Lost in an open maze, blindly staring within a mindless gaze, pondering your mysteries, understanding my own dis-ease, undertaking a lifetime of pain, but joy exists despite throughout the rain. Though darkness rests on the eastern shore, the sun still rises for forevermore. The middle ground for all in play, the center exists, I must say. But is it really what it seems? The top is the middle in my dreams. But when I awake, the tip is lost. Beyond the center is only frost. Is it due to me falling away, or does life passions turn to gray? Does the heat of desire die, or am I blind from staring toward the sky? Do the clouds bring comfort to me, or do I enjoy sad company? Will I ever grasp my own mind? And if I do, will I be able to reveal what I find? I've read this before, haven't I? Sounds just as chunky coming out of my mouth. To be honest, I myself have had issues with the ego from time to time. It is a part of us, and we can't help, and we can't fight it like an idea. What you must consider while working on ego self-control is you have to take into account the fact that the ego is an automatically self-aware self-sustaining form of AI, and the self is within, and the self is within, and is the observer. There's no fucking punctuation. You know what that made him think of? What's in it for me?
Because you're on the cover of half of them. Working now.
Commercial is never as fun as they pretend to be. Okay.
What are we doing here? He's the enemy, Jake, not me. Use your perceived enemy to destroy your real enemy. Do not listen, Jake. You've got a gun. Use it! Don't wake him up. Suffocate him. Put the pillow over his head.
Don't wake him up.
He'd do it to you, Jake. If you can't do it, then you're not a free man. You are controlled. Controlled? Free man? Jake, wake up! Look, Mr. Maker. Oh, don't do her. Sorry to have woken you. Please listen to me.
Who's the person you hate the most? What's the thing you hate the most? Fear
Sorry to have woken
the
you. Listen
most.
to me. Sorry. Listen at how you sound. Came to apologize. Forgive me for the things I said. For cheating you out of your money.
Mr. Gold.
I couldn't think clearly. Shut up. No, there's too much. Shoot the fucker. Go on, shoot him. He's been trying to kill you. He killed your friend. Shots like a fucking dog. That's better, Jake. In control again. Do the right thing. Take care of your enemy. Take care of business. Use any means possible to induce head pain and engage the enemy.
Shut up!
No. Wake up, Jake! No, what are you fucking doing, Jake? Leave it, Jake! You're groveling. But now realise you're a man to be feared and respected.
I'm sorry.
And now realise you're a man to be feared and respected. Stop groveling.
I've been a fucking moron, huh?
Where's your pride, Jake? I made a big mistake, Mr. Mecca. Shut up! I underestimated your power and your intellect. I made a donation in your name as a peace offering. It's a token of
What hurts you the most?
I want you to... I want you to forgive my stupidity.
Is it money? Is it money?
Wherever you don't want to go is where you will find him.
Yeah.
What is it that you're afraid of, Mr. Green?
Be honest. Scared to be in a coffin. Right? That's why initiation begins with you being in a coffin.
Are you doing this to yourself, Jake? Die, Jake. You gotta get out. Gonna die in a tiny space, Jake. Oh, Jake. After you! No, 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 no. Oh, Jake. Stop. What's moving in, Jake? It's die, Jake. I'm scared. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm onto you. Who takes care of the good times, Jake? We're a team. The best pals, Jake. You want to get rid of me? You know life without me? No life without me. Do you know life without me? No, because it doesn't exist. They talk about me, Jake. No, because I don't exist. Tell your friends about me then, Jake. I protect you, and I control you. I say do, you obey. If I say you're scared, you're scared. Be listening to the other side, Jake. Listening to people that want to hurt you, Jake. New people. New. Not old friends like me. People you shouldn't trust. Not me. I've been your friend forever since the beginning. Get rid of them, Jake. Forever. They're the enemy, not me. They're new. I'm old. I stay, they go. I say, you do. Not weak with that, weak. It's us against them, Jake. It's us against them. I'm coming to get you. You want to get rid of me, Jake? You want to make an enemy out of me? You want to get rid of me, do ya? Do ya? You want to get rid of me? Me. Still here, Jake? How long have I looked after you? Can't win this one without me. Oh, no. You know why? I am you. You ain't me. The greatest con that he ever pulled was making you believe that he is you. You ain't me. I am you! You're not me. Come on, let's act! Your best fucking friend! I am you! You don't control me. I control you. You come to my house with a loaded gun. You speak to me like I'm a fucking idiot. What's your game? What's your game?
This is how people react to love.
Speak to me. Speak to me, or I'll kill you like the fucking dog that you are. Hear me?
Fear is the mind killer.
Hear me?
Oh.
Fear me? Fear me?
Yeah.
At Heinz, every ketchup starts with our
It does.
What is the first rule of any game, Mr. Green?
The only way to get smarter is by playing a smarter opponent.
What's rule 2 of any game?
The more sophisticated the game, the more sophisticated.
Oh.
Almost the same, but where does it stop, Mr. Green? Where does this game stop?
It stops when you start to give me answers. Don't let them play head games with you, Jake.
Is it me that's playing head games with you, Mr. Green?
We have just lost cabin pressure.
You've heard that voice for so long, you believe it to be you. You believe it to be your best friend.
I'm your best fucking
You believe
friend.
your opponent to be their best friend.
Where's the best place an opponent should hide?
The very last place you would ever look.
Do you know who Sam Gold is, Mr. Green?
Sam.
You should. Because he knows who you
Yeah.
are. The Gold. Sam Gold.
Sammy. Sammy boy.
Still ambiguous.
Mr. Mystery.
Mr. Fucking
He's all up here.
mystery.
Pretending to be you.
No one sees gold, but gold sees everything.
You're in a game, Jake. You're in the game.
You're in the game.
Everyone's in his game. And nobody knows it. And all of this is his world. He owns it. He controls it.
I've had enough of this shit stuff to do my head in. I've had
He
enough.
tells you what to do
Look, that's enough.
and when to do it.
Tell him. I said that's enough, Abby! eventually, and the opponent is challenged or questioned, means the victim's investment and thus his intelligence is questioned. No one can accept that.
No one.
Not even to themselves.
Not even to themselves.
He's behind all the pain there ever was. Behind every crime ever committed.
I want what I want.
How can I be behind all the pain, all the crime?
Oh.
I don't even exist.
And right now, he's telling you that he doesn't even exist.
No one lives, and this place is gold. No one but your two friends.
We just put you to war with the only enemy that ever existed. And you think he's your best friend.
Protect their best friend. With everything they've got.
You're protecting him, Mr. Green. But with what? Where's the best place an opponent should hide? And the very last place you'd ever look. He's hiding behind your pain, Jake. You're protecting him with your pain. Embrace the pain. You will win this game.
What hurts the most?
Nothing hurts more than humiliation and a little money loss.
You change the rules on what controls you.
You will change the rules on what you can control. How radical are you prepared to be, Mr. Green?
This is a revolution of the mind. We got advertising. Don't fucking worry.
This is the extended golf scene. Originally in the film, we had made it a much more cryptic scene.
Much.
The ego is the worst confidence trickster we could ever figure, we could ever imagine. Because you don't see it.
And the single biggest con is, I am you.
The problem is that the ego hides in the last place that you'd ever look, within itself.
It disguises its thoughts as your thoughts, its feelings as your feelings. You think it's you.
People's need to
It's an
protect their
AI
egos
system.
knows no bounds.
It's
They will lie, cheat,
survival
steal,
mechanism.
kill, do whatever it takes to maintain.
It's
what
a
we call
prototype.
ego boundaries.
People have
Personality
no,
generator.
They don't know that there is an ego. They don't know the distinction.
At first, it's difficult for the mind to accept that there's something beyond itself, that there's something of greater value and greater capacity for discerning truth than itself.
In religion, the ego manifests as the devil. And of course, no one realizes how smart the ego is because it created the devil so you could blame someone else. It created, see, back in the external enemy, usually made a real enemy for ourselves. And that becomes a real danger to the ego, but that's also the ego's creation. There is no such thing as an external enemy, no matter what that voice in your head is telling you. All perception of an enemy is a projection of the ego as the enemy. In that sense, you could say that 100% of our external enemies are of our own creation.
Your greatest enemy is your own inner perception, is your own ignorance, is your own ego.
Wake up, Mr. Green.
Checkmate.
How do you keep winning?
Very simple. You do all the hard work. I just help you along.
I just help you along.
The art is for me to feed pieces to you and make you believe you took those pieces because you're smarter.
And I'm dumb.
Every game of con, there is always an opponent, there is always a victim. The more control the victim thinks he has, the less control he actually has. Gradually he will hang himself, as the opponent just held him on.
So, is that the treasure, the formula?
The formula, rule one of any game or con. You can only get smarter by playing a smarter opponent.
Rule number 2,
more sophisticated the game, the more sophisticated the opponent.
If the opponent is very good, he will place his victim inside an environment he can control.
The bigger the environment, the easier to control. They toss the dog a bone, find their weakness, give them just a little of what they think they want.
Check.
So the opponent simply distracts their victim by getting them consumed with their own consumption. Check. The bigger the trick, and older the trick, the easier it is to pull. There's no two principles. They think it can't be that old. They think it can't be that big. So many people to have fallen for it. Eventually, the opponent is challenged or questioned. It means the victim's investment and thus his intelligence is questioned. No one can accept that. Not even to themselves. Checkmate.
Do you know who Sam Gold is, Mr. Green? You should. Because he knows who you are. The Gold. Sam Gold.
Mr. Clandestine. Mr. Ambiguous.
Mr. Mystery.
Mr. Black Magic.
It's all up here. Pretending to be you. No one sees gold. But gold sees everything. Everyone's in its game. And nobody knows it. And all of this is his world. He owns it. He controls it. He's behind all the pain there ever was. Behind every crime ever committed.
How can I be behind all the pain, all the crime? I don't even exist.
And right now, he's telling you that he doesn't even exist. No one lives. And this pleases gold.
No one but your two friends.
We just put you to war with the only enemy that ever existed. And you. You think he's your best friend.
And they'll protect their best friend. Everything they got.
You're protecting him, Mr. Green. Where's the best place an opponent should hide? In the very last place you'd ever look. He's hiding behind your pain, Jake. You're protecting him with your pain. Embrace the pain. You will win this game.
If you change the rules on what controls you,
You will change the rules on what you can control. The more power you think you have in Gold's world, the less power you have in the real world.
Remember who they are, Jake. Head tricksters. Word slicksters. You wanted answers and they gave you riddles. You know the rules. Don't you listen. Sweet the pitch.
He's got all the tricks and all the right answers.
Fuck. For money. When did he come back?
You know what's so elegant about this little game, Jake? Nobody knows where the enemy is. They don't even know he exists. He's in every one of their heads. And they trust him. Because they think they are him. If you try to destroy him to save them, they'll destroy you to save him. Ah, it's beautiful, man. You have to admire the opponent's elegance. Check. You're quite good at this game, Mr. Green. I know, because I'm quite good at this game. Check. Check.
Check.
The art is for me to feed pieces to you and make you believe you took those pieces because you're smarter and I'm dumber.
Checkmate.
The path of initiation is an endless journey leading us toward illumination. This endless path is wrought with danger and peril. One cannot expect to be the same after one begins this journey, for we are greatly altered by the gnosis, and new inquiries fill our minds as rapidly as we answer old ones.
Dangerous
We will
combination.
begin
Chess and cards.
we will begin to notice that there is no end to mystery. There can be no man who knows all. Come to learn we have interests for reasons, beyond our pleasure or taste, that we are created for a purpose that extends outward beyond ourselves. It is our duty to be our true self at all times, so we never miss a chance to spread the word we were given. For each of us has been given a word to carry and protect until the time all know each verse. Only through proper initiation and guidance can we learn to know ourselves, so that we can learn to recognize our image when we come face to face with it. We must learn to understand we have deceived ourselves for most of our lives, and because of this we are damaged. Healing our multidimensional body, mind, soul is an essential part of moving forward on the path of enlightenment. Part of the truth we all learn along the way is the dissonance in our reality is a reflection of the wound we carry with us. Too many use these wounds against us and claim they and their organized posse can heal us or guide us toward truth and light. What they don't tell you is the truth you seek is within, and the light of the world is your grace. And unless we dig deep inside ourselves, we will never be able to share it with anyone, including ourselves. That would be fine with the powers that be, since they can only have a superior status as long as the rest allow them the ability to do so. Initiation begins to open those eyes closed by oppression and ignorance. Ignorance is our true enemy, my friend. It is what separates our many lives, not to mention the gap it leaves between peoples, families, friends, our own minds. When we can't remember all we have forgotten, how can we be sure of who we are? Why even allow the fading to set in? Like a thought brushing up against a sigh. Along the path, we encounter others who seem to be asking the same questions and differing with the status quo. Reality norm. These people ask what it is about, the illuminated ones. What is the purpose of our lives? They seem genuinely interested into the same things as you are. They present themselves as a student ready to learn. But this is all a ruse, my brothers. These parrots learn only enough to go and repeat someone else to try and impose only enough. I'm in a circle. Halfwits of his tribe. Sheep. Though I bet a new source interest aroused in me. These sleepy vampire droogies are no more than